He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love,
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for Claws, Season 2, Episode 9. I completely forgot that I had to review this show. It is currently 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, yes, I'm done. I did Teen Mom 2. I did Love Hip Hop Hollywood. I can go to bed. Joke was on me because I'm like, damn it, I didn't review Claws yet. So, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. It takes nothing but a second to hit boop. And then do not forget to also hit the notification bell because it lets you know when I have a new video up. This episode is the season finale is next week, so it's kind of all leading up to the whole big wedding thing or whatever, which is cool. So we see the episode start off, and Desna and Roller are at the shooting range, and Roller is teaching her how to shoot because we never know what's gonna happen at this damn wedding. And you know, they all close to each other, whatever, and like looking at each other. And he like, I don't know what I would do if something happened to you. And then they start kissing, and then they start having sex. They start doing it. I'm looking like, why are y'all doing in the gun range? What if the gun go off with us? I don't know. Anyway, they did it in the gun range. It was what it was. We see Polly wake up, and she wakes up and she's forgetting that her and Ken ain't together. Ken, put your mouth guard and your teeth are rubbing together, whatever. But she's just remembering how she's used to waking up, and it's not true. So she then like, okay, I forgot we broke up. She's Barney. Marnie ass ain't there. So she go to Marnie's room. Marnie has left her basically a Dear John letter. Like, Dear Polly, I know how much you love me. You've helped me so much. However, my mom is better. And she's changed. And I just want to be with my mom. My real mom. I would be wrong if I did not forgive her and give her, you know, a second chance or whatever. And then she quoted, was it Malcolm X? Either Malcolm X or Martin Luther King. I think Malcolm X. You know, the chickens have to come home to roost. She said, I'm the chicken, I'm going home to roost. I said, well, okay, girl. And this says, you know, thank you for all you've done. She instantly starts having a panic attack. It's a full-fledged panic attack. She can't find her inhaler, and it just triggers something in her. Now, we know for the past couple episodes, she's been just not wanting her to leave. So we knew something was going to happen. However, at that point in time, we hear knock, knock, knock at the door. And I'm like, who at the damn door? Is it Marnie? Is it Ken? But we know who it was. It was her sister. So her twin sister, Leanna, is there. And she's like, you know, not right now. I can't deal with it right now. I can't talk to you right now. And she closes the door. And she's like, Polly, I'm not going anywhere, Polly. I'm still here, Polly. But then eventually she walks away. So we see that whole thing. It was kind of crazy. So next thing that we see is Dean and Virginia in their new place. Now look, Dean don't like a lot of noise. A lot of people who are artistic does not like loud noises and just different things that are disturbing. They do need quiet places. So he kind of don't like where they are because it's too loud or whatever, and things are just not organized. She's just kind of, you know, she's having a bit of a hard time. So she's like, do you want some Cheetos? He's like, no, I don't want any Cheetos. Do you want to have sex? He's like, okay, yeah. So of course she get on top of him or whatever, and she's trying to distract him from his whole episode. And she's like, you know, just focus on me. She riding it, you know what I'm saying? She riding it or whatever. And then he's looking up, and he looks, and he's like, oh my god, it's mold instantly. Oh, that isn't good. She's like, no, Dean, just focus on me, baby. Just look at me. Just focus on me. He happens to look up again. It's a cockroach on the ceiling. He's like, oh no, oh hell no. He then hides. He knocks her off of him, and then he hides under the covers because he just can't handle it. It was so cute. He's like, no, no, and he's hiding, so it's kind of, what it is. Anyway, we then see Slots. Slots is calling Desna to basically discuss how they're going to kill Raval. I'm not discussing murder with anybody over the phone. I'm just not going to do it. Like, if we can't discuss murder in person, we can't discuss it. Even if it is in person, it needs to be in person, like in the water, in the pool, like in the ocean, where I know you can't have no, you can't have no recording devices or whatever. But she's a mafia. She's a Russian mafia that, so she won't be recording anything. But that's the day you might have your phone tapped, girl. You got to be smarter than that. Anyway, she's like, I don't care. You do whatever you want. Just have him dead, because after I sign over his properties, I'm done. So she's like, you know what? Maybe instead of doing that, maybe we can be partners. We can be like sister friends or whatever. And Des is like, no, I don't want to renegotiate. Like, I want what I want. I want out. I'm done. And then she's like, well, maybe just think about it. I'm like, Slides are always trying to be slick. Girl, she said no. Leave her alone. Anyway, she did say, like, just think about it. We see Bryce and Jen. Bryce and Jen are the most cute, delusional white couple I've ever seen in my life. Okay? He's out. He's walking around. He is a king, but he's still walking. Better than he was last week when he was trying to help her get away from that crazy man. He wants them to still move to Tampa. He wants them to leave and get a better life and get a better start and get a fresh start more than anything away from the craziness. And he is like, yeah, I found this house in Tampa. It's really cute, whatever. She's like, really? Can we afford that? Oh, don't worry. I have an appointment with us at the bank to get a loan. Like, it's fine. And then they're like, okay, cool. They go to the bank, right? They're waiting for the bank to approve their loan. They're talking or whatever. The lady come back down. She's like, you know what? You know what I'm saying? Between, your criminal history and like how you make only $12 an hour. Like, unfortunately, for the first time ever, we're going to have to deny a cute white couple. You can't get along. And they're like, what? I was shot by the Russian mafia. You know what I'm saying? My wife slept with a rabbi who tried to kill her and kidnap. It was all these things. We have a black child within her own. It was a whole, like, their whole life story about how hard they've been or whatever, and they deserve more than a fucking lollipop at the bank. That story was, it's just so sad. And I agree. I remember how hard it was for me. And she talking as if she gonna get him a break and get him alone. You know what? Your loan is so denied. I'm looking like, oh, so they can't afford a house or whatever. Because he's a former crackhead and she's a nail tech. I don't think they even have good credit. Anyway, we see that he takes a whole bunch of pens and then she takes a whole bunch of lollipops and says, your titties are lopsided. I didn't think they were lopsided, but whatever. We do see Polly. So Polly at the shop, and she's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Marnie's missing. She's like, call 911. She's like, she's not miss. Desna says she's not missing Polly. She's with her mom. It's okay. She isn't missing. So we do see Dean come in. Of course, he's upset about their whole living arrangement. So they're like, if you want, Dean, you can come home. Dean said, unfortunately, Desna, based on your horrible life choices, that isn't an option. Dean has the most hilarious real life responses to situations that I've ever. He said, based on your horrible life choices, that is not an option. Okay, Dean, you're so cute with the little stuff. We see Polly in the backyard. Well, not in the backyard. She's taking trash out in the back, and she again sees her sister who's following her. Like, I want to talk to you, Polly. Like, it's been a while. I want to come check on you, how you're doing or whatever. Get away from me. Why are you here? Go away, go away, go away. Go back to where you came from. And she pushes her. You like pushing people, don't you? Just go away. So she go back in the thing. This is what I wrote at this point. I said, I have a feeling her sister is a psychotic break. That's what I wrote. The ladies are going dress shopping. Polly said she wants to stay at the shop because she just isn't feeling it. Whatever, she's gonna stay and let them go have fun. So when she leaves, we see again her sister pops up, and they in the shop talking or whatever. She doing her nails. It's a whole situation. Talking to her. Then we see a client come in, like, can you do my nails or whatever? I don't have time to talk to you. And she's like, I'll leave, and you realize Polly is in the salon by herself. So like I said beforehand, she's hallucinating. She's thinking she's seen her sister, her dead sister basically, and she's kind of going crazy, because she's in there talking to her damn self. At the dress shop or whatever, we see Desna has Revolve's credit card, his black card, bitch, his black card. And, she's like, I just want to get any dress. I'm not even really happy to be a bride. We'll give you whatever's the cheapest. Okay, we don't really care. And they like, Jen, like, girl, you got a whole black card. Like, if you're going to do this, at least have fun while you're doing it, okay? Splurge, get whatever you want to get. Girl, yes, get some champagne. Like, everybody some dresses to have some fucking fun. And then here come somebody rolling in. Here come Mama Bruval. Now, I don't know who opened the door for her. She's in a wheelchair. And she just kind of rolled in. But whatever. And she's like, okay, I want to see you in the dress that I bought for you. Now, see, I don't know what Desna said. I don't remember, my TV skipped it or whatever. We know she burnt the dress up. But I don't know what she said to the mama in response. However, we then see a weird music video monologue? A scene with some music, and they dancing around and twerking and having fun or whatever, in all these different outfits. And Desna had on like a little bodysuit with the breasts a little bit, and they was all dancing, twerking, even on Mama Revolve. And she's like, it's inappropriate. Okay, cut it out. That is a dress for a drag queen, for RuPaul. I want to see you in something traditional. So she just go try that dress on. Has her trying to dress a very, very pretty princess traditional wedding gown with the chorus, makes Desna cry a little bit. You see all the ladies crying a little bit. It's okay, Desna. Like, you'll find someone eventually. I ain't crying about that. My thing is, what I'm saying, we have to realize a man ain't gonna come save us out of this. We have to save ourselves. And what I'm saying, we just have to get this done. So I'm like, I'm saying, okay, that's very true. Sometime in life, you can't wait for someone else to come save you. You have to save yourself. Throw yourself a life vest. Okay, so we do see Desna Revolve cake tasting at this little hotel or whatever where the wedding would be. And she like, I can't pick up some of stuff that tastes so good. He's like, oh, let's just have it all. We can have a whole like a cake table. She's like, no, that's just too expensive. He's like, no, it's okay, it's fine. And she's like, no, even this hotel. Sorry, y'all. It's so nice. I can't believe it was even available for the wedding. I'm surprised it wasn't booked. He then says, I own the hotel. I said, he got money, girl. And I'm like, he got money. She's like, what? Really? He's like, yeah. So she like, I thought he only owned clinics and hospitals and stuff like that. So she then calls Flata, asking her, does he only own clinics or does he own other stuff? She's like, no, he owns this business, and she names 3 other businesses. And she's like, and that's it, just those 3? And she's like, yeah. So she realized Slaughter only knows about 3. Now she knows about 1. So there must be other stuff that no one knows about. So Desna's, I don't know, I'll pick up a pen. Desna's smart. She fakes like she goes to his office because she knows he isn't there. And she's the nurse there knows who she is because her picture is on his desk. Oh my God, Desna, you're so pretty. You look just as pretty as your picture. Oh, thank you. Shows her the ring. Can I just get in his office? I want to just drop off this pre-wedding surprise. I want to hide it for him in his office. Can I just? She's like, oh yeah, go ahead or whatever. It's fine. Desna in the office, breaking in, sneaking in, getting in stuff to see what he got going on. So sure enough, he had a locked drawer, and she picked, she's a pickpocket lock person, whatever, and she sees all these files for all the other properties he owns, and there was like 10 other like houses, all this shit worth millions upon 19 million, 18 million, all these just money coming up out of the wazoo. She's like, gotcha, because again, she did not know he owned anything else except these the clinics. And now she like, when I marry him, I'm gonna get a stake in all this shit. Like, all of this can be mine. That was just me. I wasn't too interested in the whole Uncle Daddy, Roller, Clint situation, how they trying to plan to take over and how to take out the Russians and the Haitians and all. I honestly don't care. You know, we do see them wanting to say, oh no, we're gonna open up. We're gonna have a clinic open, and then let's open up a rehab so that we can give them pills and then fix them too, and then give them more pills, and it's the whole circle effect. You can tell Roller don't like how the new dude Clint has all these great ideas that Uncle Daddy loves, whatever. Uncle, he don't like any of Roller's, whatever. So they come up with the bright idea to have the rehab next to the clinic, but that's where the rabbi's thing is. They go to the rabbi's little place. I assumed he would have been in jail for trying to kidnap Jen. But he had this at his house of worship. I'm like, what's going on here? So they basically like write out a deed for him to transfer the deed of his place into their name for like $25. I'm like, and y'all cheat too? Boy, bap. At first, you're like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And they like, no. They're like, you know what? Call Bryce down here. Bryce will make him do some things. So when Bryce walked in, limping, like, what are y'all doing? Like, don't do that, because Roller has a gun to his head, like, him saying, sign it, and then he like, don't do this, it's just too much. So Bryce say, hey, like, don't shoot him, don't kill him, don't do that. So they don't do it, but he does sign it over to them, but at least he does not die from the gun that Roller's holding to his head. So he then says to Bryce, I never thought you would be so nice to me, considering I ate your wife's pussy. I said, now who? Are you stupid? I was like, who says that? Who says that? Bryce was like, yeah. He was like, you know what? I think you did not cross a T or dot an I on this thing. Bryce walks up to him with the damn pen from the bank and stabs him in the damn neck, and it had to be in a carotid artery because he was bleeding out fast as hell and he was dead. So Bryce, after just telling Jen we need a fresh start away from his foolishness, he just killed a rabbi in a house of worship. Blood splatters everywhere. It was just, I was taken aback. Okay, I was taken aback, bitch. So now they have the rabbi's place next to the clinics. That's the whole, and they're doing all of this, and Daz and them don't even know what they're kind of planning to do. It's crazy. So they all get back to the warehouse, and he's saying how, you know, me and Jen are still leaving. We're still out of here. Like, we don't have time for this bullshit or whatever. We're done. Even though we don't have any money, we don't have enough money to get a house, and we don't know where we're going to live, but we're going to still leave. So Uncle Daddy and Roller both give him a stack of money, enough to either buy a house or put a down payment on a house or do something. Okay, it's a whole bunch of money, and they say this is the least we can do for all the bullshit you've been through. And then he's kind of happy to have money to be able to start over. I'm willing to bet though that Jen ain't gonna want to leave, but that's the next the next episode. We then see Polly. Polly is walking around town, plumb deep out of her mind, having a full-fledged psychotic break, going crazy. She's fully having a mental breakdown, and as she's trying to walk back to the salon, and as she does that, Dr. Ken walks up, like singing a little song, trying to basically apologize, but she's so caught in her feelings, and she is imagining her sisters following her, talking. She's like, this isn't the right time, like, I can't do this with you right now. He's like, but I'm so sorry, but you betrayed. I haven't seen a net all day, and I literally just saw one, and it just made me so mad, and it made my screen pop off of my notes. Let's see if I can get back to it. But I had not seen a net all day in my apartment, and I just saw one on my it's my iPad. I'm sorry. Okay, and I tried to hit it, but it flew way too fast because the gnat stuff, like, that was, again, that's the first one I saw all day, and it's 2:30 in the morning. Anyway, so, you know, he trying to apologize or whatever, and then as he's saying, I'm sorry, I had it with wire, I didn't mean to do it, I'm so sorry, you betrayed us. And that's the last thing she said to someone, because again, her sister's talking to her head saying, but what about you, whatever, leave me alone. So she's yelling at her fake sister. So Ken looking around like, cause she's yelling behind Ken, and he's like, ain't nobody behind. Who you talking to? You see Jen walk up. You see Virginia come out. You see Ann come out. You see Des looking like, who the fuck? What is going on? And she's like, shut up. Just stop it. I just stop it. And then she pushes her fake sister. And like, she just pushed the air. And so she's clearly going crazy. So she's like, Desna, I need help. I need help. I need help. So she's realizing I'm going crazy. I need help. And then she's like, do you want me to take you home? She's like, no, I need you to take me to the hospital. Like, I need help. It's happening again. So clearly they know she's had issues before, and whatever's going wrong is going wrong again, and she's asking them to take her to the hospital. So they get her to the hospital, and, you know, Ken feels like it's all my fault. I should have seen it coming. You know, it's all my fault. And like, nah, it's not you. You know, he's like, no, you know, I was the one wearing the wire. And me doing that started her little breakdown. They're like, what? It was you? I can't believe that. Of course, because they never knew. She didn't have time to tell them that it was him. So, like, why would you do that? He like, I didn't have any choice, but they didn't want you. They want the Russians, and I just didn't have a choice. But of course, why don't you say something? And that's the thing. Like, they had you wired, but there were times when you weren't wired, where you could have said something to let them know, I'm gonna be wired tomorrow, though. So don't talk tomorrow. Anyway, the doctors there say how, you know, Polly is in really bad shape, and how they're gonna hold her for at least 72 hours. Because she had a psychotic break and is very bad and need to kind of get her back, you know, regular or whatever, or back balanced. That's the right word to say for it. You know, so they go in to talk to her to see how she's doing, and she's like, you know, I didn't realize I was spiraling. I did not realize I was getting worse. She then tells the story about what happened when she was younger. She says, you know, my sister actually died when I was 13. Because they say, you know, when she said I was doing bad or whatever, they said, you want us to call your sister. Because, again, she's been telling everybody her sister lives out of state and they just aren't that close. And she says, well, actually, my sister died when we were 13. It was very traumatic. We were out ice skating and my parents told us to not go because the ice was kind of thin. And we went anyway. And she fell on the ice and she fell through. And I couldn't get her in time or whatever, and she died. She says how, you know, so I think about it every day. It keeps me going like it's the whole thing, but I've been suppressing it. But Marty leaving triggered it, and I just kind of spiraled. And she crying, of course. You know, it's okay, Polly. We are here for you, Polly. Don't even worry about it. So then she crying. She says her sister like kind of goes away because she told her story. Honey, in the next fucking scene, the sister's back. You didn't tell the truth, Polly. I'm looking like, this is a little bit scary. She then tells the truth this particular time to Desna. She says how she was upset with her sister for kissing a boy that she liked. I was upset, and the truth is, I pushed her, and that's what made her fall and hit the ice, and then she went under, and I didn't immediately go to save her. And then by the time I did think to save her, it was too late. I couldn't get to her. I feel bad. I'm so sorry. So of course she feels horrible for it. It didn't seem as if she did it on purpose. It seemed as if she pushed her sister, felt this nice, and then she just does some dumb shit and didn't help. But I don't think she's like a killer. I don't think she's a killer per se, but it's definitely killer tendencies anyway. So at this point in time, when she says that, Lillian disappears because she's now said the absolute truth that she pushed her sister, which caused her sister to fall through the ice, and she did not help her immediately. And then once she did try to help her, she was already too far gone and she couldn't help her or whatever. So there's like, you know, that's the past. You can't hold on to it. It was a mistake. It's okay. You know, how do you know if you would have went out on the ice too that you would not have also fell through it? You know, anything could have happened, but you know what I'm saying? It was a mistake. But I feel broken, Desna. I feel broken like we're just, you know what I'm saying? We're just ordinary. Like, I would never be anything more than ordinary. Like, you'll never find the love of your life. I'm like, well, damn it, bitch. Don't talk about me. Like, you killed your sister. I didn't kill a man, leave me be. But that's just like, you know what I'm saying, you are anything but ordinary. You have this bigger than life personality. You are a great madam. You know what I'm saying? You are all these things that make you everything except ordinary. She then says how, you know what I'm saying, we keep trying to get out of this mess. We keep trying to be, different. But in real life, we're good at it. Like, we're criminals. And we need to just stop fighting it and just embrace it, because we are great at what we do. And I mean, some people are criminals. It's really, really true. So we do see Virginia has fixed up the apartment where her and Dean live, and when she bring Dean in, she has all this stuff organized. She has his name on stuff, how he likes it. She cleaned the mold off. She cleaned away the bugs or whatever to make it be easier for him. And then she's like, you know what I'm saying, it's all about me and you. You done the work. You know what I'm saying, we got each other. He's happy because the place looks great. And then there's a knock at the door, and it was Desna come to visit. And she just tells him how, you know what I'm saying, she loves him, and she could tell that he was upset with her earlier at the salon, and how she's happy he moved out, and even if she has not made the proper decisions, she's happy and she's proud of him for moving out on his own, getting a whole girlfriend. Like, he's being a grown man, and she loves him, and she's proud. And he was like, "You're proud of me?" And she's like, "Yeah, I really am," which made him happy, which made me happy. It was all so beautiful. So that was a great thing. And he says, "Are you still gonna marry Revolve tomorrow? Like, it's still a fake marriage or whatever?" And then she's like, "Yeah." He said, "Well, can I walk you down the aisle since we don't have a father?" It was so sweet. And she was like, "Of course, Dean." It was just amazing. And then they hug. And then the ending was basically Polly's dead sister, who been dead since she was 13, coming back asking her to dance with her to Cyndi Lauper's True Colors. I see your true colors. That whole thing. And I'm like, they is like fake ice skating in the hallway in leotards. And I'm like, wait, did she get out the bed, don't start dancing? Like, is it gonna be a scene of her like dancing by herself? And they're gonna say, okay, she really crazy because now she out here ice skating with a ghost. Like, what's going on? And that's how the episode went off. But I think that was more about in their good times, her and her sister, that's what they did in their good times. So now that she's gotten it off her chest to what she did, how she felt horrible about it and how it was wrong, she had a good moment with her, a good last moment with her sister, and then her sister kind of disappeared. So I'm like, hopefully that means she'll be back on track, being the crazy Polly that we love, the good crazy Polly that we love. But yeah, that was our review. I hope y'all liked it. Until next time, people, peace. Oh, code. Hopscotch, double dutch, jump rope, and dodgeball. Put one of those in, and then put the year you were in 5th grade. I don't know. What grade was I? I was in 5th grade. I would pick double dutch because I never learned how to play double dutch. And the year that I was in 5th grade was 95. Yeah, 95. No, wait, no, it wasn't. Because I graduated high school. Damn it. When was it? I think it was like 92, 93. See, I don't even know. Anyway, that's how hard it is. But that's mine. Peace.